Hey guys, you are with the Tech Science. Today we have a more discussion on two types of reaction. The first one is called endothermic reaction and second is called as the exothermic reaction. Generally the changes are there. We call it as a chemical changes. Whatever the changes we are observing in a day-to-day life, they are basically divided in two parts. The first one is called physical change and second is called as the chemical change. Now the endothermic and exothermic reaction we are discussing from both point of view. What kind of changes are there? They are called as the physical change. How the physical change is termed as endothermic and how the another change like chemical change also termed as endothermic as well as exothermic. So first of all you must know the meaning of endothermic and exothermic reaction. So the first is called, what about this endothermic? So here the term, this word is basically used for the heat. So endothermic means a kind of reaction where the heat is absorbed from the surrounding. The heat is absorbed from the surrounding. This term is called as the endothermic. And second we have exo. Exo stands for outside. Therm stand for heat. So regarding exothermic, what we have, the definition like that, the kind of chemical reaction where the heat is given out to the surrounding. Heat is given out to the surrounding. And this is what the term is called as the exothermic reaction. Okay. Now question is what? Example, melting of the ice. So when the ice get melted, the heat will be absorbed. And because that the melting of the ice start. It means that melting of the ice is nothing but the example of endothermic reaction. When the water is turned into the ice, in that case the heat will be evolved. And when the heat get evolved from the surrounding, here it is nothing but a kind of reaction. It is called as the exothermic reaction. Okay, so this is what the kind of changes or examples regarding the a physical change. Why it is called physical change? Melting of the ice is physical change. The water is turned into the ice, it is also kind of physical change, because physical change nothing but a kind of change where the substance, it can be converted from one state to another state, yes, but here the chemical properties remains the same, only physical properties have been changed, and that's why it is called physical change, and generally they are the reversible. But chemical change, yes, the chemical properties are changed, new substance has been formed, and generally they are irreversible. That's why they are called as the chemical change. Okay, so here if you observe, we have one kind of activities there. What is that activity? We have the two bottles are there, and these are two bottles. In these two bottles we have 100 ml of water. 100 ml of water in it. Initially you have to note down the temperature. What about the temperature of that 100 ml of water? Why you are using the two bottles and these two bottles of the plastic? Because of heat resistant property of the plastic. And we add in the first bottle, we have the two bottles, first and the second. So in the first bottle we add 5 gram of KNO3, that is what? Potassium nitrate. And in the second bottle we have the 5 gram of NaOH. And we are shake this bottle well. We are shake well of this bottle. We are shaking wellly. Okay. So after shaking, what happen here? Of course, dissolutions have happened and they are dissolved in each 100 ml of water when you shake the bottle well. Now what happened here? Now if you observe the temperature, second time we have to observe the temperature with the help of thermometer. After adding this 5 gram of KNO3 and NaOH, what you found? You found that the temperature, initial temperature of 100 ml of water, first bottle in which 5 gram of KNO3 get dissolved. Now in the second time there is a fall in the temperature of the KNO3, and because of that, why? Because heat is absorbed, and as the heat is absorbed, it is called as the endothermic reaction, and in the endothermic reaction the temperature get fall after endothermic reaction happens. And if you observe second time, note down the temperature after dissolving the 5 gram of NaOH, you found that the temperature get rise. And here heat is given out to the surrounding. That's why this is what a very good example of the exothermic reaction. So this is also kind of like activity that you perform if you have to find out the differentiate between endothermic and the exothermic reaction. If in the laboratory, if you want to observe a kind of endothermic or exothermic and endothermic reaction, you have calcium carbonate, you have calcium oxide, etc. How? Observe. Here, will you able to see on the black board? This is what the reaction. Okay, CaCO3. What is this? This is a calcium carbonate. It is a CaCO3. So this is CaCO3. When you provide heat to the calcium carbonate, now whatever the heat you have been provided to this calcium carbonate, which is in a test tube with the help of the Bunsen burner, what you found? You found that calcium oxide has been formed along with the liberation of carbon dioxide gas. Okay, this is what the reactions happen. And if you observe, it is a kind of endothermic reaction. Why? Because heat is absorbed by this reactant to form a product and temperature get fall in this. So this is a kind of reaction called endothermic reaction. We have one more reaction. Observe here. What is that reaction? This calcium oxide, which is in solid form. When you add water in it, what happen here? The temperature get rise here. Why? Because calcium hydroxide get formed along with the liberation of heat. Along with there is a heat is evolved. So this kind of reaction is termed as a exothermic reaction. What kind of reaction it has? It has the exothermic reaction. So physically, like with the help of the example of ice, physical change, you can observe what kind of reaction endothermic and exothermic have. With the help of the chemical reaction also, you can find out the reaction, because generally in chemical reaction heat will be exchanged. In that case, by observing only what kind of reaction they have and what about the, although there may be a rise in temperature or fall in temperature, you can categorize into the exothermic and endothermic reaction. So these are the two types of reaction what we discussed today. So first one is endothermic reaction, where the heat get absorbed from the surrounding, and second is called exothermic reaction, in which reaction the heat is given out to the surrounding. By using different types of example, you can summarize these two types of reaction. Okay, so this is what the today's topic. So I hope you understood this point, and if you understood this point, please click on the bell icon for the new notification, and please subscribe my channel also for the note like such concepts which are very useful for those students which are studying up to the 10th standard. So I am trying to upload this videos on 8th standard, 9th, 10th, for all. It may be from physics, chemistry, biology, or the environmental science also. Thank you.